Hello, traders and investors. Steve Gans here, and I want to share with you an event that's going to happen here today with my Avgo long calls. These were leaps that I had bought over 2 years ago. Now, I bought the $45 leaps. So these are long calls, which give me the right to buy Avgo at dollars. Now, at the time I did this, I actually bought 10 of them, or actually I bought one, but then Avgo split 10 for one, so I had 10 of them. So I've sold a number of them along the way, but let's just take a look at a chart here. So I bought these all the way back here when I started seeing some things in Avgo, and I've done some of my fundamental analysis that I've shared as to, how I go and look for these things. And again, I bought one, but then they had a stock split. And so I had that one all the way up through here. Then they had a split here. And so then I had 10 of them. And now I filtered some of them out over the next few months. I have 4 of them left. So for those 4 that are left, we can see here, Avgo, I've got 4 of those long calls left. Today, at the close of market, I am going to call 400 shares of Avgo to me, and I'm going to get to do that for $45. Avgo's trading at $235 roughly. So that's like a $200 per share theoretical instant gain. Of course, I could sell my leaps, I could sell my long calls right now for this $85,000 or so as well. And again, at the time I bought these, I believe I bought them for roughly $11 each. So they're $11 each. Right now, again, they're trading to where I have 85,000 in profit. So I could just sell those leaps, but I want to own Avgo stock. So I'm going to go ahead and let that Avgo stock get called to me today. I will be up $85,000 in that position, plus the other 6 long calls that I've sold off over the past few months. So did I ever expect Avgo to explode the way it has? Not really. And quite frankly, if I were to be honest with myself, because I only had one back through this entire time here, I knew I didn't want to sell my one. Had I had 10 back then, I probably would have been phasing out a little bit. At the time it finally split here and I had 10 of them, then I selectively would thin those out. You also know that through the prior videos, you would see me sell calls against those long calls that I had, basically creating a poor man's covered call. So I would sell calls at various times, which also allowed me to boost my income off of this, because in most of those cases, I sold calls at peaks here. The market sold back off. I could buy those calls back for cheaper. So kind of boosting the overall income that I had off of Avgo. So Avgo's been a great long-term trade. I did similar things with NVIDIA. I haven't had that called to me yet, but that may happen here in the coming months. But right now, I just wanted to share that I will get the opportunity today to have the Avgo stock called to me. Again, 400 shares because I've got 4 long calls, and I'll only be paying $45 per share for those. So I just wanted people to understand how leaps work, how long calls work. Of course, I did pay that $11 that I paid for each one of these, or $1,100 since they represent 100 shares. That did decay out of these over time. So it's something that I had to understand, that this was going to decay against me, and I really needed the stock to move up nicely in order to cover that decay that was going to happen. And of course, that happened here. And it happened in NVIDIA, and I hope it will happen in other stocks that I've done similar strategies with. So that's it for now. If this content is helpful to you, please like, subscribe, give me any comments below. And thanks so much for tuning in. Take care.